Let me record. Okay, so for today's debate, we're going to be talking about the best city to visit. We have Paris and Tokyo that we're going to talk about. So Iris is Tokyo. Let's start with Paris, okay?
Okay. I think Paris is the best city to visit because there are many different of East building in there, and the building are all beautiful and huge and have a long history in there. And like the Eiffel Tower or the museum. And also Paris is a place that's famous as fashion and luxury brand. So many greatest designers are gathered in Paris and also have fashion show in there. And also you can spend less money to buy the special bags or like clothes in Paris, and you may be the most fashionable person there. And also I think Paris have totally different lifestyle because they love to spend time in tea time, so you can really chill in there and just have a coffee in the corner of the road. Then you may think like you are a movie star in the Hollywood movie. And compare with Tokyo, I think as a Taiwanese, Paris is more spatial than Tokyo for us because Taiwan have been a colony of Japan, so our culture is our culture have the some of our culture is the same, but Paris French is completely different with us. So I think if we have only one chance to choose a city to visit, then Paris is the best city to visit.
Okay, great. Let's move on to Tokyo.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I think Tokyo is the best city to visit. I think Tokyo is a very advanced city with centuries culture. I have been to Tokyo Tower and I remember their Tokyo Tower is combining both technology and traditional culture to display and introduce Japan and culture. Also, when I take transportations, when I was take transportation, Tokyo is famous for its diverse culture, and they have a lot of foreigner comes to cosplay. Yeah, and yeah, and also I think Japanese are very attentive to everything and light. Yeah, and so I admire their culture. Also, therefore, Tokyo has many cultural events. For example, people will be wearing kimono to gorgeous temples. Yeah. Japanese is good at to preservation their cultures. So I think Tokyo is the best city to visit, and compared to Paris, many friends told me Paris citizens, they are a little bit arrogant. Yeah, and they don't like speak English, and also they don't love foreigner so much. So maybe if you want to go France, you need understand French a little. It's more convenient to leave or travel to there. Yeah, so I think we can go into Tokyo first. So yeah, I think Tokyo is the best city to visit.
If you want to go to France, right? So you forget the want to go to somewhere. Yeah, so just a reminder. Great. So Yuqing, what do you think? Can you give Iris to support hers or yours, and then to give some feedback here? Okay.
I agree with Iris that Japanese people are good at service. So you may think that the people there is more polite than people in Paris, but I still support for my argument because, as I said, that our culture have part of we have a part of culture is relating with Tokyo, to Japan, and also it's more easier to have, because in Taiwan we some people hold the event about Japan, so we can also experience like kimono in Taiwan. But in Taiwan, there is not many people can hold the event that's more familiar with Paris. So the culture and the view which is more different is in Paris, not in Tokyo. So I support my argument this time.
Okay, Iris, what about you? What do you have to say here?
I think Yutrin persuaded me because she mentioned a lot of advantage of France, and so I want to go to France now because there have she mentions there have many architectures and fashion cultures. So it is interesting. It will be fun for Asian people. Yeah. Yes. So I still think maybe Taiwanese people going to different diverse culture, it would be increase our international view or something. View, I'm not sure. Yeah. So this time I vote for Yuchins.
Okay, interesting. So Yuchin, can you give Iris some feedback about what she could have said or elaborated more on for you to support her argument?
I think Tokyo have many advantage, like it's definitely safer than Paris, and also you can, as I know that in West country their store are closing early, but in Tokyo you can go to the store even in midnight. And also in Tokyo there are many special culture that only in Japan, like animation. Yeah. So I think safety is the good way to persuade me, because I really afraid of bad people.
Okay, that's a really good point. I definitely think safety is something that is really important, especially after traveling to Paris. So Tokyo feels very safe. I think cities in Japan are pretty much the same as Taiwan. So I think that is a really good point, especially if you want to talk about how girls can travel alone, right, in a city. Definitely don't choose any European countries. Not sure about Northern Europe, but definitely not in France or I think some places that have a little bit more concern for the safety. Okay, great. Okay, great, guys. So next class, Eugene is going to also do a presentation on Tokyo Disney Sea. And then we're also going to talk about octopus and how the intelligence of them. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll see you guys next Monday. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye,
Thank you.
guys. Take care.
See you.
See you.
See you.